Hi there, have you ever thought why different color of miso and what is the taste different? And this video I will tell you why the color different and taste different and nutrition different and history of miso. Hi everybody, welcome to Japanese Cooking Lovers. This is Yuri. Today I will talk about history of miso. And if you watched my former video, how to choose good miso, that is showing visually what is the different miso they are out there. Two different kind, which is the big manufacturer, just fast making miso versus traditional way, old-fashioned miso. That is a nutrition different. And this time I want to talk about history of miso because they have different color of miso in Japan, the region to regions, and also those are different taste. And some people may think why they have different kind of color of miso and which one is good for me, which one I can choose, what is the best miso. So I would like to give you a hint so you may be able to understand what color and the taste and history, then you may enjoy miso more and also easy to choose which color of miso you want to choose. Miso came from China, 7th century. And the miso's name came from halfway of sauce, like soy sauce. And miso is halfway, which is still paste. It's not become liquid, it's still paste. So that's where the name came from. Until 12th century, miso is very luxurious food. And also temple and emperor, high society people, emperor, emperor's family, relatives, only those people can eat those miso. And 12th century came across, Japan had started having war. Everybody, the samurai came across, then those samurai fighting over to getting better land so that they expand their territory. So Japan has a bunch of different legions, samurai, and they're fighting each other. That's connecting of the miso making. Samurai had created kind of custom and system that those samurai gonna eat rice, soup, and one side dish. So that is kind of a base of Japanese eating food and culture came from. Rice is very important to Japanese people because we are eating like almost 3 times a day. Rice is the main dish almost, and miso soup. Traditionally, nowadays it's different, changing, like I guess global, like more Western style, but traditionally we eat rice, miso soup, and some side dish. It's not only one, couple of different side dish, but that is the custom and habit now. So samurai start making miso soup there. So that's where the miso soup came from. So samurai fighting each other, and when they fight, they are going to bring their own food to the war, which is rice and miso. And so the feudal lord, that's their top of samurai, the king of the samurai, is stronger, which is that legion stronger. the miso is more likely darker color and usually more salty than lighter color. The color came from the fermentation and also the ratio of koji and soy. First of all, miso is made by soy and salt and koji. And back then, not like now, they don't have lots of different food. So miso is good source of protein. And more protein you have, more power. Of course, you have to have rice, which is the carbohydrate. You have to have that. But also protein is important because so many soldiers out there, and they have to feed those soldiers, and they have to fight, so they need energy. They need more protein to survive longer, fight longer. So if the stronger king or the soldiers, that they have more soy ratio in the miso. Koji is also made by a couple different rice, wheat, and also soy. So those combination and the lesion to lesions, what their main ingredients, and that makes miso different. Because, for example, Kyoto, Nara, that is a long time capital, and they don't really have a war a lot. Actually, if you knew the Japanese history, much easier to understand, but the center of the capital of Japan back then, Kyoto, Nara, that's emperors, most likely emperors' family and those people living. So they are different than soldiers. Soldiers outside and they're fighting. So that Kyoto, Nara is lighter color because they don't have lots of soldiers. They don't need to have lots of protein miso. So that they have more mild and more sweeter miso, and also color is lighter. So if you go kind of outside of the Kyoto, Nara area, back then center of Japan, the miso getting darker. Now 14th century, regular people start creating miso their own home, so that regular people start eating miso more. And about 400 years ago, which is like Edo period, manufacture started. So I guess instead of everybody individually making miso household wise, instead their manufacturers start making big miso batch, and they start selling to regular people. Miso itself ferment. So, well, this is of course that's the real miso. That's old-fashioned miso. So, if you buy a miso package, I recommend you to keep in the refrigerator. If it's room temperature, I think it just goes to proceed the fermentation and color gets darker and probably getting saltier. It could be had some mold start growing, or it may be dried it out. I don't know where you are living, if you're more humid place or you're living in dry area. I don't know, so probably depend, but I recommend you to put miso in the refrigerator if you don't use quickly enough. Myself, I'm keeping my miso in refrige. I wonder if you enjoy this video that I explain about short history and ingredients, the color different story about miso. And I hope you learn and some hint that you have and easily to choose miso for next time. And this is Japanese Cooking Lovers. I'm Yuri. Thanks for watching and see you next time.